I'm sort of here.
Honestly, Ruth Bassar could use my help too. She's all brains, but no branding.
No brains. All brains, but no branding. I have to sort of keep one ear open because I've got an Amazon delivery coming, and Chris is not here, so there's nobody out in the rest of the house to actually pay attention. So hopefully I don't miss the Amazon delivery driver. Immediately Romana says, my first live stream. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Just got finished watching the live stream for Voyagers of Nera, who has their first patch for early access coming on Monday. I played the launch of their early access September. Yeah, in September was when they launched their early access, and Treehouse sent me a key. I streamed 3 or 4 sessions. Super fun little survival crafting game with a Polynesian theme, with the surfboard and the boats and everything else. Did my early impressions video, everything else. And then they've got a big patch coming on Monday, which adds full Xbox controller support to the early access and a solo controllable boat and some other stuff. So I'm gonna start a character from scratch. We should be done with this by Monday. I've also got Painkiller to play on a key from Saber Interactive. I'll get to that as soon as I get done with this, and then we're also continuing our Watchtower DLC for Starfield. But for now, we need to go acquire this Rift Anomaly modulator. And I'm going to be playing with one headset partially off, so it's going to look a little funny. But I gotta keep an ear open for the Amazon. I was going to just game with the office open, but it's still not quite cool enough out there to play with the door open and not have the AC running. So I was like, yeah, no. Elevator right there. I think those might be the only ones down here. I think we're okay.
Just say when.
Good. By the way, I think we're gonna... Where is controls? I'm gonna turn controller vibration off. I'm about over that. What's up, Transcend? Alright, I can get through that door. I can't get to the loot. No. It is entirely possible. You're just gonna want to put your points into speech and stealth. Well, sneak. Just go 100% sneak and speech. Just sneak, speech, sneak, speech, sneak, speech every level. It's totally possible. You'll eventually need to put at least 1 point in observation and 1 point in guns to get the sharpshooter perk, but that's not mandatory at all. That's like a bonus. So just do sneak and speech the whole way, or stealth. You'll be fine. I don't know what I just enabled power for. Do I have a, you know, I'm gonna check something here. Mods. See, I don't have a sniper. Silencer. That is a big looking
Due to an anomalous event, the interstitial hall in Exhibition Tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the prototype rift anomaly modulator are hereby suspended for the time being. Please direct all further queries and study petitions to the lead researcher's office.
What's up, Dribrum? Alright. Use that. I love the warning signs all over the floor right there. Don't step in the goo. That is a cool looking transport ship, man. Not getting through that door. This will be hack engineering. I did not see that, Dribrum. That's cool.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment
That's a
to
lie.
strengthen his resolve for the good of all.
That is a lie.
At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I cannot do it alone.
Nothing but
The sovereign's
lies.
a downright dove compared to the consul. This is gonna be bad for everyone.
To celebrate the bravery of our once and future sovereign.
By the way, we got our air fryer and slow cooker yesterday, and I used my air fryer for lunch right before I streamed. I made French fries, dude. 10 minutes, start to finish, no oil, no mess. Big fan. I'm gonna be using the hell out of that thing. I had leftover grilled chicken, spinach salad, and some French fries. It was good.
Confronting threat. Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Guns cocked and loaded. Let's get the signal.
Alright. Forced worst, forced worst. Do, 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 do. There's a giant hammer. Lead researcher's office. Let's go loot up first. Okay, what do we got here? That is like a door, it looks like. Maybe not. That's where we came from. That goes up somewhere. Rift Containment Laboratory. That's probably where we want to go. But let's switch over to this since we're in this. Hello
I
there.
know how this looks, but I can assure you I have leave to look into... Oh, you're not security. Then you must be responsible for all the commotion I heard just now.
And if I was?
For both our sakes, I think it best if we continue as we were. I will forget I saw you as long as you extend me the same courtesy.
Not until you tell me what we're doing first.
I was looking for proof, if you must know. There was an incident recently, and I believe our head of security is neglecting his duty to investigate. Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, he's a punitive man who delights in the wretchedness of others. I'd grasp a live rod if I could pass its current to him. Although, unless you have unusual license to be here, his odds of keeping head and body united diminish by the second.
Okay. Oh, I don't have engineering. You mentioned an incident? That sounds more personal than my workplace experience.
Unless your lamps have oxidized, you must have noticed my arm. I lost it saving the Sovereign from a rift experiment gone wrong. An experiment I was in charge of, naturally. Valancourt supplied my name for the reports, incriminating me in the eyes of my colleagues. And since he's closed off that wing of the lab, I can't prove my innocence.
Chat got you some answers, Amelia. But yeah, the short answer is that I play a lot of games. This is the day job, so I mean, I usually play probably 4 or 5 games every month. On a slow month, we'll play like 3 games in a month, but usually it's 4 to 5. September, October, we're really busy. We play like 7 or 8 games each month, those months. So I play 50 to 100 games a year. I have never taken the time to be like, this is my favorite game of the year. Someone actually asked me earlier if I was going to do my favorite game of the year at the end of the year. And I was like, I've actually never done that. Out of all the years I've been doing this, I've never actually sat down and said, these are my favorite games of the year. I have talked about it. Like last year, my favorites were definitely Dragon Age Veilguard, Star Wars Outlaws, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Like those were like three standout games to me last year, in terms of like really deep RPGs. But I think we also played like this really cutesy climbing game called Jusant, or I can't remember if that was the year previous. And this is where I get lost in things. I need to start making a list probably of all the games. This year it's definitely going to be Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, South of Midnight. Those are definitely up there. This is on the list. Ghost of Yotei is on the list. I would have to go look at, I would have to look at the full list of all the games I've played this year. Voyages of Nera is pretty damn fun. Hell Is Us was fucking amazing. Anyway, let me help you prove your innocence.
I couldn't possibly rely on an outsider to help me conduct an investigation, could I? No, that would be outrageous, unthinkable. Except, whatever the cause of the incident, it is my duty as a law-abiding protectorate subject to gather proof and uncover its cause. Really.
Me too, Transcend.
Valancourt
Me
is
too.
forcing my hand here.
Just to be clear, does it mean you're willing to help me get the Rift modulator?
Help you with acquisition? Assuredly not. If, however, in your exploration of the lab, you happen upon the modulator, I surely would not be able to prevent you from seizing it. What I am offering is help afterward. Once you take the prototype, it will set off an immediate lockdown. I can facilitate your exit from the facility, but only if you help me in turn. That modulator will be necessary to unfold the rift and find the evidence I need. And if Valancourt suffers repercussions for its loss, I will count that as an added benefit.
Uh-huh. Sounds good, I'm in.
The prototype rift modulator is currently in interstitial hall at the top of Exhibition Tower. There's a lift in the next room over that can take you directly there. Once you have the prototype, make your way to Valancourt's quarters. He should have a spare key card that will grant us access to the restricted wing. I'll monitor your progress from here. Be cautious. The guards of this facility will attack anyone unfamiliar to them. But once you have the key card and rift device, reconvene here, and we'll go together to the wing.
All right. Well, that was unexpected. All right, let me go get another cup of coffee. Check on all the cats. I gotta keep an ear open for the Amazon delivery guy, but Lucas is crying at the door, so I gotta go see what he needs. Be right back. I completely forgot about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Also, another phenomenal game this year. I was looking back at my review. It was an 82-hour playthrough for Assassin's Creed Shadows. I had a great time in that game. But I like all the Assassin's Creed games. Those are easy wins for me.
Not the toe's missing his testament. The console provides, the system refines.
Got troublemakers.
I don't have a science thing. I wonder if I'm gonna need... I don't see any way past it at the moment. There he is.
Society demands good results. Action is impossible.
Engaging hostile life forms.
Oh, hello.
On your command.
Man helmet. Yeah, I haven't played the DLC for Assassin's Creed Shadows yet. Precision weapons development. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do anything here until we get the Rift device. Which I think she said was up.
Prototype Rift Anomaly Modulator located.
Probably all the ammo I need to buy for a while. I've spent like 20,000 credits on ammo. I think I'm good for a long time. Alright, this might hurt. Hang on. Sorry guys, Chris just walked in the door, so I was getting her up to speed on things. Alright, cool. If she's home, I don't have to listen for Amazon anymore, so I'm gonna get the actual headset on properly, crank up the volume. Yeah, coffee is worth it. Let me get caught up on chat. Alright, the prototype rift device is a mysterious tool built by the Protectorate to study and stabilize rifts. To use, approach and interact with an object with a rift, temporarily stabilize it, revealing objects consumed by the rift.
High priority alert. The prototype rift modulator has been removed without proper authorization.
Is that a gadget?
Quickly, use the modulator to open the rift. It may provide your only avenue for escape.
Hang on. Oh, I see.
To the unsubtle thief. Yes, you with the rift modulator. I've made the intercom available to you. Avail yourself of it. It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far.
They call me the space cowboy. Do, 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 do. That's how. Say nothing.
Sprat caught your tongue? So be it. We can forgo civilities. I will await you in the hangar. There, bullets may fly more freely than words.
Look forward to it.
Invasive element!
Chris is back early, to be honest with you. I thought she was going to be gone most of the day. She had to go drop off our grandniece. And it's a rainy, stormy day, so I figured she would be delayed coming back home. But apparently, she's was able to get right back.
As of this morning's demonstration, we have finally proven my central thesis. Matter within the rifts is not permanently destroyed, but broken down into pure information. This confirms many of our theories about the rift to an overwhelming degree, including the potential to restore this information, albeit imperfectly. I expect the Sovereign will be most pleased. I'm scheduled to meet with him later today to discuss.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be meeting the Sovereign anytime soon. That's essentially where I came from. So can I not call the elevator, I guess? Oh! So it's definitely a time limit. It's definitely like a good 60 seconds or so. Oh, yeah, the elevator's right here, that's why. We want to go back to... I don't know where. That's the only other option I have. The stealth options in Assassin's Creed Shadows were awesome.
Enemies detected.
Like, seriously, like, especially when you get up to, like, the chain assassinations, and, oh, I had so much fun in AC Shadows.
The Sovereign never seemed especially perturbed. Always says, frolic, prance, and shimmy to your heart's reasonable abandon?
No, it's only for celebrating the downfall of our enemies. Distemperament can hide in plain sight.
Duty of every protectorate subject. Ensure they're operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Combat protocols.
I think we're in the clear.
Don't be reluctant to unfold any rifts you come across using the modulator. They may eject something useful to you.
Thank you for that tip.
Unexpected sight, air or sound detected. Hostile detected.
Say, bet we can unfold that rift now.
What is that? Armageddon. Biomass canister magazine fire. I don't know what it is, but it's a special weapon. It's a named weapon. That's all that matters.
Do you suppose there's been another incident, like the one with the Sovereign?
Emergency protocols ready.
When in doubt, spray and pray.
Replenishing my firearm.
That is not the right device. Didn't I see a rift up here? I did. Oh. Blow them up. And then what? Jump up there? Oh. Damn it. There's obviously something there. Alright, that's trickier than it looks. Let's wait. Did you guys see the trailer for Stranger Things, the final season? Dropped today. Looks pretty freaking awesome. Turn on the mannequins. Hurley. Nosing about the restricted wing. I'll definitely do a second playthrough of this game. I don't know when.
You have been my family's wise counselor for more years than I have drawn breath, Emery.
But definitely gonna happen
But that
because
does
I
not
want to do an
grant you the
engineer
right to challenge my will.
Why, I challenge
hacker.
nothing. I simply offer guidance where I may. I've neither the wish nor the strength to usurp your authority.
I know you have designs on my rift research. What I cannot understand is what you intend to do with it. What exactly are you plotting?
Suspicion is unbecoming, Henry. And restoring Arcadia to resplendence is my sole aim. As it should be yours. You remain intent to use the rift for the most tenuous of means.
You forget yourself, Consul. Pray, I do not forget all the loyal service you have given me. you might lose more than just your standing in my affections.
Well, that would be the falling out between the two before he captured him and stuck him in the lathe of mental warping. As with any game that has a sequel, I will always tell people the same thing. If you have an abundance of free time, feel free to play the first one. It's not necessary because it's an independent storyline, but if you have the time, you absolutely should.